I'm exuberantly excited that now Australians have an opportunity to get one of the only allogeneic CAR T in the clinic now and in a clinical trial. So first site open and hopefully for many. And so we can now serve auto CAR T failures with a late stage diffuse large B cell lymphoma, which is type of a pretty bad blood cancer.
Hello and welcome back to the Proactive Studio. I'm Tylah Tully and today I'm joined by Imugene Managing Director and CEO Leslie Chong, who's going to talk us through the company's latest news. Leslie, thanks for joining us today.
It's good to be here with you today.
So you've announced today the dosing of the first patient in the Phase 1 Oncolytics clinical trial. What can you share about this, and I guess how important was this step for the company?
OnCARlytics is our way of a vector getting into solid tumors. So CF33, invented by Professor Yuman Fong, was invented to go into solid cancers or solid tumors and infect. And onCARlytics is our combination play. So CF33 in this case acts almost like a vector to explode the cell and then covers the cell with CD19. And then we chase it with something like a missile-guided CD19 therapy. And this in this case, it's called blinatumomab and it's marketed. So in that combination, you create a situation where solid tumors can be seen by the CD19 targets. So we have seen activity in intratumoral. So with great expectation, we've got a first patient in, and so we'll see how we go. But we're quite excited about the intratumoral dosing along with the blinatumomab combo.
And you also announced last week that you launched the first Australian site for the Phase 1b clinical trial for Imugene's azer-cel. What's the significance of this, and I guess how important is this?
Well, it's a huge unmet medical need where patients in blood cancers, they progress off of what's called an autologous CAR T, so chimeric antigen T cell therapeutics. And so when they fell off of a auto CAR T, they really don't have much to go. And so I'm exuberantly excited that now Australians have an opportunity to get one of the only allogeneic CAR T in the clinic now and in a clinical trial. So first site open and hopefully for many. And so we can now serve auto CAR T failures with a late stage diffuse large B cell lymphoma, which is type of a pretty bad blood cancer. So we're quite excited that we're now in our home soil.
And you've been testing azer-cel in the US. What can you share about those clinical trial results?
So we have just announced on preliminary results where we had 3 complete responses. And these are lymphoma patients that have failed at least 4 lines of therapy. So you can imagine coming on this study and having an opportunity to get a complete response and hopefully stay in that remission status for a while in their 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th lines of therapy after they have failed off of autologous CAR T. So it's quite exciting about what's happening in this current study. And I want to just kind of leap back to our oncolytic virus. So last week, we also announced on our status on our cholangio or bile tract cancer type. And so that activity that we saw, the significant activity where with the bile tract cancer patient is going on 2 years of remission. Well, that patient was treated intratumorally. So we know IT regimen tends to work with our CF33. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm so excited about the OASIS study, the ONCARlytics study, because it's the first patient in the cohort of intratumoral plus blinatumomab. So in that combination, so we have high anticipation, and it's a dose escalating study. So we're at the lowest dose, but we're hoping to see some keen opportunity there.
So what does this mean for your clinical trials moving forward?
Well, I think simply put, all this lays a nice groundwork or a baseline for key catalysts, from anywhere between 3 to 6 months to 12 months time. So everything that's happening in the clinic is exactly what we had anticipated. And so, yeah, we can anticipate some key catalysts in the next 3 months to 6 months to a year.
Well, it definitely sounds like you're still very busy, and we look forward to hearing how all of this continues to progress. So, Leslie, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much.